It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Packers and the Vikings on EA Sports.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accused the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Pass incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Cousins on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if he comes to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who runs well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A little juke. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Rodgers will try again on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
26.
Rodgers again now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with a second touchdown in this first half. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game defensively. They have a big challenge on their hands. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running off tackle with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are touchdown, Packers!
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that not only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, and that's complete. It's Green here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Cousins.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Complete once again to Watson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and
that he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Holding, offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And caught right side, Green.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Caught. It's Wilson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, it's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Cousins.
And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down. Here's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So we've come upon...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. He will score. Touchdown. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder. Offense, defense, and here special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Green here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And Cook has it. Left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got him in. complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Setting up the screen for Cook. He juked him. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find out on Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. An inside give to Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by... This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins now.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing is Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
And he loses the football a second time, and the Packers pick it up. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This a 27-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a